Or do you have time, first of all, for personal life?
Um, yeah, I mean, yes and no, right? So yes, I do make time. Um, I do force myself to make time. One of
Okay.
the one of the ways that do that is by traveling, because when I travel, I can disconnect from, all the stuff, even if it's just for a few days. So that's really important. I try to be intentional about making time for my friends, my family, doing at least something once a week that is not just work related, right? But to your point about, do I have time for love? Love relationships require a lot more time, way more time than, I mean, if I had a small child, it would be different, but my son is grown, so I don't have to, um, cater to him and take care of him and tend to him in the way that I did when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Um, but relationships require a lot of time, and as you know, especially when you first get together with somebody, you want to see them all the time. You want to spend all your time with them, and it is difficult. I've always said that I've always said that
Yeah.
the
Go ahead.
perfect guy for me is a
Hmm.
man that I can also work with, because even though, yes, I am busy, and even though, yes, I am a workaholic, and even though all of that, I enjoy what I do. I'm not
Yeah.
just doing these things, you know what I mean? I enjoy it. I enjoy being really active. I have a lot of energy. It feels good to do the things that I'm doing. I feel like I'm making a positive contribution to my community. I'm feeling my heart is full. I feel like my skills are being used in a great way. But the truth is that it does make it difficult to have relationships. It does. It does make it difficult. It's really hard for most men to understand that they have to
Yes.
share me. They have to share me with the world.
With a I mean, listen, the new world is different, but we tend to accept more the idea of a man that is being, shared with the office than the
Yes.
opposite. But now
Mhm.
there's a slew of a whole generation of women who, yeah, they make their own money, they live life in their own pace. Some of them, they don't even want to have kids early now. And me, it's different because I started really like dating seriously, I would say around 30 something with in Paris, right? Before that, I was a free agent for so long that you know. So I actually think that when I met my wife, I've been through so much stuff that was I was actually ready to settle down more
Mhm.
by virtue of I did everything already.
Mhm.
Let me
Mhm.
just it became boring. Like was I a new one? Put it on the like.
Mhm.
But most of the people who went to a more conventional way, like my two cousins and some family members and some friends and that girl, all of them now end up in early 40s, one or two kids, single.
Mhm.
And not only it's hard to go back to the single life when you don't even know what it is anymore. Like
Mhm.
personally, Kaysha the hunter, Kaysha the predator, I don't even know who's like, I don't even remember how you do this. Like, I don't remember what was my MO. I don't remember none of it. Like it's been way too long. It's been like, so wait, 9 years plus three, like 15 years that I've
Yeah.
been in relationship.
Right.
So, and I'm a man. I mean, like a lot of men in their 50s, like a lot of them they divorce. Like in, like
Mhm.
when I see my cousins, they chilling. They actually they were very miserable. The
Mhm.
first uh the first 2 years they were miserable because they were hoping, trying to to fix it, and then they were thinking about the kids and etc. And now when you tell them, hey, like, I mean, listen, if your wife, like, if the sister came back and wanted to get back, they were like, hell no, I'm good. Like, they don't want to be. They're good. They
Mm.
they like the this newfound freedom, and it's actually for a man in, like, you early 50s, gray
Mhm.
bird, etc. It's There's some sexiness in there,
Right. Men
but
can go gray and be sexy.
women too.
Yes.
But now for an executive woman, not only it is hard to find the right guy, but if the
Mhm.
guys who are in their 50s are busy wanting to be free, or they're
Mhm.
looking for maybe a number two, or the only choice are younger guys.
Mhm.
So how, like, and that was a conversation I was having with my friend today,
Yeah.
and she says, so she's still going through a divorce, but she just spent a year being miserable. And I was telling
Mhm.
her, it's time to think about yourself. Your
Yeah.
kids are going to be fine, life is going to be fine. And I understand that some people, they like so focused on the success of their family, at a point you have to let go.
Yeah.
And but she was like, yeah, but what am I going to do? Is listen, travel, go go in the islands and enjoy. It's not like,
Mm.
don't turn into what you're not. But and it felt more like she wanted to just dive into her work and that's it.
Mhm.
So like how do you balance that in your life? That is
Mhm.
like, where, listen, it seems like you have space for your friends and that's it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And every time
Mhm.
I call you on Club Shada, you don't answer. So you clearly busy.
Well, the last time you called me on Club Shada, I was actually out on a date. So, and I was trying not to
Oh
be,
shit.
that person that I'm out on a date because, if you're out
How
on a
was the
date, you don't
date?
want to be. That's a difference. I can answer that. But I didn't want to be that person on the date, like, on my phone, like, oh, let me get my phone. Oh, wait, hold on, let
Yeah.
me pick up a phone call. So I was trying to be attentive. But to go back to what you said, you
Hmm.
did it right. You went about it right, I think. I think you went about it right. I think you gave yourself plenty of time to have fun, to explore and to experience life. You had
A
all
few
this travel going.
psychos.
Right. Well, you had all of those crazy experiences, right? But you also had a very full career where you were
Yes.
constantly on the road. I mean, I can remember a time where you were performing like something like at least like half of the days of the year. Some great. You were
Yeah,
performing
yeah.
like almost every single weekend and sometimes multiple times in a night.
Four
So
times a week sometimes. I was
yeah,
taking the plane sometimes 8 times in the same week. I was taking the plane.
yeah, it's crazy. So you at that point for you to try to have a relationship was going to be really difficult. And
Yeah.
also I think you know yourself. I think you really know yourself. I think you always knew that you did want to have a family, but only when the time was when it felt right. And when it felt right was when you decided to settle down. So I think that most people, especially women, are pressured to go about it in a very different way. The idea is you graduate, you get a job, you get married, you have your children young, and you live happily ever after, right? But that doesn't really take into account you having the process to mature and to figure out who you are and what you really want in life. And so I think that for people that's why there's a lot of people that are getting divorced in their 40s because now they finally came into themselves and they're like, wait a minute, this person and
I
I
hate
didn't
this
grow
guy.
at yeah, like you didn't grow at the same pace, or maybe what you could have put up with 10 years ago, you can't put up with now. And I think that that is unfortunate because now you got to go through the whole divorce, but it is what it is. For me, I think that I will make time for the right person. That's how I really truly feel about it, because the last relationship that I was in, I dated somebody, it's always the men that are attracted to me are always younger than me. I rarely have men that are my age that, you know, really make passes at me. A lot of the men that are my age are in relationships that I meet that are in relationships. But in general, it's like younger men. And my last relationship, I was with somebody who was younger than I was, and I explained to him from the beginning, I was very clear, like, I don't think I'm going to have more than 1 or 2 days a week that I can spend just with you. Like, I have other things going
Oh,
on.
he's not ready.
Yeah, no. And I mean, within 2 months, he was just like, he couldn't take it. He really couldn't take it. And
Yeah, because you want to, like, as a man, when you have that girl that you really like, I mean, I'm scared. Like in this era, you cannot say the right words without infuriating somebody. But there's this idea of when you're in love, and it's not the right way to go at it, but you have this feeling that you want to possess the person, if I can say it this way.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
no,
want
you're
them near you, you want them with you, you want them at the movies with you, you want them, like I remember like when I met somebody, I wanted to take them to the movies, and then I wanted to take them to the studios and stay at the studio until 4 a.m. Then go home with them, and then yeah, I have a show tomorrow. You come in with me. Tell my manager, hey, Guylaine, take me another train, and like most of the girls from that era, they remember that I was always traveling, but I was always like taking them with me somewhere. Like,
right. Mm-hmm.
so when you have a woman that is so busy becoming the mayor of Newark that she has like 2 days for you in the week, and so if you are like me and you are busy as hell as well, if you have somebody and they're like, listen, I have those 2 days, it would be great that we align and spend those days together.
Mm-hmm.
That's different because you both are busy. You're gonna find
Yes.
some time, grab a coffee somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy like seeing yourself, maybe in events. Like you might mesh your schedules together, but you're both busy building empires.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm-hmm.
understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are younger and you don't understand and you don't have the maturity, you're gonna start being like paranoiac and be like, yeah, and like, who's this guy? Why is he talking to you this way? Who's this? And you're gonna be scared of the powerful guys because you got like people like Quincy Jones. They're like, hey, Marcy.
Right.
So how do you in the future do you see yourself with? I mean, just find some young guy, or you are looking for a more mature guy, or you don't care.
I'm not really looking for anything, to be honest with you. I mean, I feel
Yeah, you're
like
busy becoming the mayor. I understand.
I feel like the I feel like when the right person comes
What's up,
around, like
Jacqueline?
I'll know. Hi. I'll know it'll feel right and it will work.
Mhm.
But I'm not like it's not yeah, I guess it's not that I don't care. I do care in the sense of um like I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not attached to a particular like what it should be or what it shouldn't be. Um, but I'm definitely open. Like I feel like love is always something that's beautiful. So if it comes around, then yes, I will be grateful to receive it. I'll be grateful to find a person that I can connect with in that kind of way and that we could build together, but I'm not searching for it. I'm just not. I just feel like
You
when it
and you
happens, it
also
happens.
realize that from what you say that it has to be as busy as you to understand.
Yeah, they either have to be as busy as I am or they have to be really confident. They have to feel really confident and they have to, they have to feel because what happens to me, and even before I was as busy as I am right now, this has been like my life. A lot of times when you are doing stuff and working in entertainment and being around people, guys get jealous. They do want to possess you. They do want to monopolize your life.
They were
They
jealous
want to,
of me.
yeah, they're jealous of you. They're jealous, big time jealous of you, and jealous
Why?
when there's no reason to be jealous. Like that's just
Uh,
stupid. It's stupid to be jealous of
I mean,
somebody who's a friend.
yeah, but I mean, if you pick a sexy best friend,
I
that
mean, yeah.
is that is the guy that everybody makes love to his songs.
I
I
mean,
try to be nice, but I mean, yeah, I scare guys. I don't know why.
yeah, and you know what? The jealousy is not just from the perspective of being jealous of like men in your life. The jealousy is also being jealous of me. Period. Like, oh, I'm jealous of her because she's successful. I've had guys say to me, like, oh, no matter how much I work, like, I don't have the contacts that you have, or I don't have this that you have. And I'm like, why are you competing with me? We're in a relationship with each other. Why are you competing with me? That is weird to me. I don't want to compete with my partner. No, that's not. So, yeah. It's hard out here.
It's interesting because I've been in these situations where I'm like, so what am I to you? I said,
Mhm.
you're my girl. I love you. Yeah,
Mhm.
but like, what's my use? I said,
What?
love me.
Right.
Yeah, what else? I said, I don't need nothing else.
Right.
It's easy. Be there for me when I feel exhausted from my own battles. Just be the rock. Just be
Yes.
there and tell me it's gonna be all right. Make some tea and tell me let's watch some manga. That's all I need from you. And they want to they want to be more than that. And you're like, I don't need nothing else. Everything I have.
But this
Like
is the problem. This is
that's the
like my
problem.
biggest this is my biggest issue with well, one of my biggest issues with the way that people see relationships. People want to they don't listen to what your needs are, right? To me, true love is this. True love is seeing somebody for exactly who they are and loving them for exactly who they are and loving them the way they want to be loved, not the way that you think that they should be loved or you want to even give the love. Like, so for example, let's just say that, I love roses. Let's just say I love roses and, I like to get roses, but I pick a partner who thinks flowers are stupid, thinks it's a waste of money, thinks it's dumb, doesn't so then they never give me flowers cuz they think it's dumb. But instead of saying, "Wow, Marcy really loves flowers. Let me show her in the language that she speaks that I love her." And I think people do that all the time. We want people to be who we want them to be. We don't really see them for who they are. We try to like fit them in this box. And then when it doesn't happen, we're pissed. And then we try to love them the way we think that they're supposed to receive love and actually what they're saying to you is what you just said. Hey, I just need you to be there for me. I just need you to be my rock. I just need you to be that safe, quiet space for me, and the person's trying to do the most because they didn't actually listen to you and give you
I
what
think
you need.
I think people believe that love is a mirror
Mm,
when it's not. Like
mm,
they want to be loved the way they love you, and they
mhm,
want you to be what they believe love is, when that's not what it is. Like, I'm bringing my 100% and you are
mhm,
bringing your 100%, so we
mhm.
are the bonus of each other. But most people, they're like, I'm looking for my other half, all that bullshit that they see in movies. Now, you are not supposed to bring only 50% of yourself in a
No.
relationship. You're supposed to
Mm-mm.
be full built,
Mhm.
and then you do
Yep.
a collaboration together. Like, Now that I've been in a relationship for 9 years now,
Wow, it's been 9 years.
listen,